Here at 2217 Apsaroke Trail in Tetonia, Idaho. This is somewhat of a ranch-style property. It's in a community, so you have the support of plowed roads, easy access, and maintained aspects from the county as you approach the subdivision. But as you can see, it's so well tucked into the woods here. Here we are coming past where we're at, into the house. It really presents itself well when it comes to the privacy. This home is built in the 90s, but has been remodeled and has been meticulously maintained from the prior owner and the current owner. As you can see, most of this has been, kind of gone through in terms of a refresh and remodel. You'll see some of that as we go through, but it's such a well-built home. It almost doesn't need it, and even today it really feels like a newly constructed lodge because of that maintenance aspect. 2 bedrooms here, 2 guest bedrooms. One of them is currently being used as an office. It functions well that way. There's a bathroom up here on the left. As we came in, you saw that massive mudroom. And just over 4,300 square feet in total. All of these spaces are ample. Kitchen here, newer appliances, vaulted ceilings, and even with what I'm looking at here on Alex's kind of wingman view, you really can't even get a full sense of these wide open spaces. Here we are. Going back through to the Big Green Egg and the grilling deck. We'll get another view of that as we come back out. Into the living area, this massive floor-to-ceiling fireplace actually has a lower level wood burner that will heat that entire section, but you've got this intermediary cozy fireplace for the living area. Massive windows here that are floor to ceiling. You can see that vaulted ceiling in our friendly moose. Into the primary suite, which takes up this 3rd floor, we've got access, walk-in closet, and a freshly remodeled bathroom. This is one of the more recent improvements. So floating vanity, you can see that actually kicked on when the drone went in, which is kind of cool. Euro glass on that shower. Really, again, all of these spaces are well done. It's nice to see a home that's built of this caliber with the tongue and groove ceilings, the wood trim and doors, the stone fireplace. You really just don't see things built to this level today, and it's mostly because of cost. It does have some fresh paint here, so this does have kind of a little bit more of a modern feel with that bright white, but it blends well with all of the wood in the home. Alex is going to take you back around and go downstairs where we've got some additional living space. And we're both keeping our fingers crossed that we can see with the distance to the drone here. So we've got another living area. You can see that fireplace I mentioned. Nice flying there. Coming back up through to the main area. Kind of a second space here. This could be a bunk room. And we've got storage everywhere. I didn't really feel the need to come through and open all of these up, but 2 bedrooms, really technically one. This one that Alex is flying into now does not have an egress window, but for all intents and purposes, that's how these owners have used it. Could be an office, could be storage. This one does, as you can see here. So that's under the deck. And even all of that wood trim, those wood doors carried through to the basement, you don't always see that. Bathroom here for the basement. Again, all of these spaces are really ample. Media room, that's technically how this was designed, and laundry. Really overflow storage as it's built now. And one of the greatest features of this basement is it's a walkout. So you can see here as we fly, as Alex flies out, this really comes back out into what could be even a separate apartment if somebody was interested in something like that. We talked about this flight path, and nice job coming through to really show the caliber of those windows and the stature of this home. You can see that roof too. That's a fairly recent addition, and that's a 50-year roof. Everything that's been done here has been done extremely well, from the original builder through to the current owner. Kind of a kids' play area back here to really show kind of the fairy tale setting of this wooded home site here in Galloway Hills up in Tetonia, Idaho. And my favorite part of this residence is the outdoor entertaining spaces. You can see that hot tub, fire pit area, the flagstone paths, covered decks everywhere. Really, there's nowhere you can't go and find protection from wind or sun. And then from a practical sense, there's additional storage out here, as you can see, and even room for horses. We've got kind of a corral back here. Not how it's been currently used with this owner, but certainly could be. They've been kind of doing some tree clearing. We decided to leave the pups alone today. That's where they're hanging out in the garage, but you can see this massive shop with additional storage. And this lean-to. So if you got camper, toys, you can see these guys have a massive camper, tractor. You've got covered storage in addition to that massive shop. We'll get you an overhead view. Again, Tayson Rockefeller, Teton Valley Realty, 208-709-1333, Tayson at TetonValleyRealty.com. Co-listed with James Weber, and thanks for checking it out. Enjoy the panoramic views in the wooded setting here in Galloway Hills.